football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Complete to Todd Gurley.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
They go play action now. Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Atlanta.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Ryan's pass.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
I know in every game we...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Daniil Hunter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
5 yards.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Falcons field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
His kick here is good.
The kick.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Score Falcons 3, Vikings nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
It's the pickup of 3.
Going on the ground with Madison. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Listen, the ball carrier.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 now. Ryan, he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms. And this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers. But that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there. And not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
The left side completion to Jones.
complete.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And partner, is there anything Julio Jones can't do on the football field? Did you see that catch? That was one-handed, right? I did see that with my own eyes,
You
right?
saw it correct.
Okay, I know we've watched him practice it. We know he does it in a pregame routine. But still, to do it in the heat of competition, being defended, phenomenal.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Sterling.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now Abdullah will return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run it with Madison. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Alexander Madison.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's Oliver. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Gurley. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Second and 11 at the 41. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down, Atlanta.
To throw again is Ryan. He's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shamar Stephen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's second down.
Seven our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Vikings 7.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Ryan's pass.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
It is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13, Vikings 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
10. At their own 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's the 2nd and 7. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Given 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Vikings. 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Bailey now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. 13. Dan Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Oliver. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Gurley, the ball.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker.
Ryan's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that 5 and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the
Gurley again here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sheldon Day on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Play action. Ryan.
27-yard line.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
It is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dan Bailey to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Daniil Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they set up the screen to Gurley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score about garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays. And I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say, probably going to go back to it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Here's Madison running on first down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Alexander Madison.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jones.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Madison, the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 brings up 3rd and
out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Ryan's pass.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2nd and 6. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run with Madison.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually. So a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
It's a gain of 16, first down, Falcons.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
84.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Ryan. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score. Vikings 21.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Out of the backfield, he was trying to get that to Alexander Madison. And now it's 2nd down. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give to Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force
just bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Fourth down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Big hold of the 30. Room here. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Past the 20. 10. 5. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 84 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Vikings 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going on the ground with Madison. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the handoff, it's Madison. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Deion Jones.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
No good. That keeps the score.
And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Oliver. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it.
10 yards.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
an excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Ryan completes a short throw to Stocker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The 1st down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Again, they run with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So it's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And now out comes Minnesota. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5. Over the middle here to Rudolph. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Madison hit and the ball pass through. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Falcons.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Coup now for the point after.
For the point after.
And that makes it a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
27.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They still can't get it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second and 9 now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a dump off here complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll move it back within 6 now.
36. Vikings 30.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 28-yard line.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
7-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
They run. It's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Ryan's pass.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A gain of 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a draw play for Gurley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Ryan.
7-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run with a third-year man from Southern Miss. It's Ito Smith. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7. Ryan.
The 12-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Falcons 44.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now Abdullah, the return.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really cool receiver.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Number 14.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Isaiah with the INT. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now it's Gurley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
And the second down throw on target. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7. And time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. He'll look to throw. To the left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Complete. Jefferson the target. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. A man over the middle, and it's complete. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that 1st win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis,